talk to you about my Hangry Relief Kit and how I decided that it was such an important part of my life. So I went on this date with this really great guy, and we went out for a whole day together. He was planning everything for us. And so I just took my standard bottle of water with me, and I figured, you know, he would have everything else planned for us. Well, lunchtime rolled around and I was absolutely famished. And he decided to take me to this little coffee house. Now, he knew that I ate, you know, pretty much plant-based, whole foods, things that grow in nature. But he took me to this coffee house and they had absolutely nothing on the menu that I could eat. And I do eat very specifically because I want to be in the best health possible, and also because at that time I was trying to push an autoimmune issue into remission. So I wasn't going to eat anything that was going to aggravate my system. So anyway, I let him know that there was nothing on the menu I could eat, and he looked at me and said, well, I'm starving, I need to eat right now, so I'm going to go ahead and order something. Why don't you go get a table for us? So I thought, wow, okay. So I went over and found a table, and I sat there patiently and waited for him, and he came over with his meal, and he ate without any conversation with me about anything. I just sat there and watched him eat. And then when we were done, we left, and I'm thinking to myself, well, he'll take me somewhere now. Surely he'll take me somewhere and get me something to eat. And he looked at me and smiled. He said, oh, I feel so much better. Hey, why don't we go hang out with my friends? Not even a thought about the fact that I was starving and hadn't had anything to eat. It was like once he took care of his own needs, he's ready to move on to the next thing. And that was the day that I decided I would never go anywhere without my Hangry Relief Kit. So, you know, we all can be in that place, right, where we're somewhere and we're so hungry, and it starts to affect our ability to be kind to others, right? Or perhaps you've been with other people that act that way, right? Hunger makes us angry if we don't satisfy our hunger. So in an effort to never be in that situation again in my life, I always make sure I take food with me everywhere I go. And many times the food I take with me actually is relief for other people that I'm with. So I just wanted to share with you what I normally would take, just to give you an idea of what you could do for yourself. I love these single, well actually this is big enough for 2 people, so these little Igloo carry packs, love those. By the way, Igloo is not paying me to advertise their product at all, I just happen to love them. And I put my napkins and my utensils up here. I like to take real utensils with me everywhere I go. I like the smaller ice packs because I feel like I can maneuver them around a little bit better, creating more space depending on what I'm packing that day. And as I said to you before, I basically eat a plant-based diet with some lean proteins as well. So I love things that are created by nature, you know, things that grow out of the ground, or on trees, or on vines, or animals that are roaming around and eating the grass. So I always carry a salad with me. Absolutely love my salad. And that's super easy to make, right? You just throw it in your container. You can just buy a pre-washed salad and throw it in your container. I like to pack my own homemade salad dressings, which, by the way, are so easy to make and save you so much money. But that's for another video. I like to take that with me, and I love these containers because they snap into one another. These are the Rubbermaid containers, and they snap into one another, so they'll sit nicely without spilling. That's always really important. And then, just in case I want a little bit more to eat, but I haven't had time to make it ahead of time, I'm going to take a can of tuna that I can drain and my avocado mayo with me, and once I eat the salad, I can then throw the tuna and the mayo together in that container and eat that as well. A lot of times I will go ahead and pack that ahead of time, but let's say you're pressed for time. Many of us are. You know, if you're so pressed for time you can't even do this, you can always buy the prepackaged salads with your proteins right in them at the grocery store and pack those, right? I like to always take a couple pieces of fruit with me. I love apples. I believe in the adage, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So I always like to have a couple apples with me. And then I love to take these Perfect bars. Oh, I love these. So they're a little over 300 calories, but they can be a substitute for a meal. But for when I'm getting that sweet tooth, you know, and I don't want to have candy because I don't like to eat candy, because I know all that sugar is really not good for my body, but I still want that sweetness. These are a perfect substitute for a candy bar. And at 320 calories, this one is 320 calories. It's probably about the same amount of calories you're gonna get in a candy bar. And then I always like to take some nuts with me. And the nuts I like to put in a separate container, and that's why I like these igloos. You've got a dry section up here at the top, so I can just stick the nuts in there. And then I always love to take plenty of water with me. Today's a short day, so I'm just gonna take one bottle of water with me, and I will always have a bottle of water in my car as well. So one in the cooler and one in the car. And then I like to also take my coffee on the go. You know, it saves a lot of money to take your coffee with you. I'm a big cold brew fan. Cold brew is gentler on your stomach, it's less acidic, it's gentler on your teeth, and so I love to always take my cold brew with me. Hey, if we haven't met yet, my name is Paula Fallon. I'm also known as the Fierce Wellness Warrior. I'd love to have you follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Fierce Wellness Warrior, or check out my website and subscribe to my YouTube channel so when I put a new video up there, you won't miss it. So I hope you'll consider carrying a Hangry Relief Kit with you. If you don't already do so, I believe it can change your day. So thanks for tuning in. Great to have you here with me. Until next time, make it a great day.